We're going to Puerto Rico because we have coconut. Hey, it's Brainmuffin back with a beer review, and here we have Puerto Rico, ale brewed with coconut from Arcadia Ales. I believe this is a craft brewer, but I'm not positive. So I had a request, I'm all puffy. I had a request from a subscriber to do a beer review when I'm like 19 sheets to the wind. So this, you're finally getting your choice. Your request. I forget who asked. So I just watched The Last Jedi for the first time. And I must say the reviewers are full of crap. They really, especially the ones who hated the movie, they really misportrayed this movie. Now granted, it may have been the Dragon's Milk from New Belgium that was talking. But I will say this, there's about 20, maybe 30 minutes of very good movie in that movie. The rest of it is just garbage. Rian Johnson, I don't know what you were thinking fully, but you had a very good core. The strife and struggle between Rey and Kylo is all we needed. Just give us 90 minutes of that and just forget space battles. Back to the beer. So this is a beer I've never had before. I don't know if I've ever had anything from Arcadia Brewing. This is a beer my daughter picked up quite a while ago, like 2 months, and then sat in the refrigerator, and she's never had it, and she doesn't really want it. She's kind of like her mother. She doesn't really like beer because it's too beery. So I know we've had some reviews with her, and I keep trying to get her back on the show, but she doesn't want to do it. And she's downstairs playing games and just too busy to come up here. So this is 5.5% alcohol, 19 IBUs. Here's what I'm expecting. A dark brown beer, but not quite black like a stout, with hints of coconut sweetness from mid-mouth back. We'll see how close I am. Like I said, and I don't know what I did with my water. So I've been drinking Dragon's Milk and a bunch of other stuff while I was watching the movie, and it's amazing I can still operate the camera. Ooh, I don't like that smell. So I got this to sit out, and then I let the dogs out, so it's probably a little warm, and I didn't pour very well. So it is a dark brown, about where I expected, maybe a hair darker. See that? It has a hoppy aroma, which is okay for a porter. Now, a bunch of people will argue that will argue with me. And I'm like, why are you arguing with me? I kind of live and breathe the beer judging guide. There's no difference between a porter and a stout. Wrong, wrong, wrong. In a stout, the bitterness is supposed to be from the malt itself, or the roasted barley. I shouldn't say the malt itself. The roasted grains are supposed to, so the tannins. Just a hint, not overly done, but the overly roasted. This is why a lot of stouts have roasted unmalted barley, to give you that bite from the bitterness. That's not from hops. Now, Baltic porters kind of blur that distinction because they have some stout characteristics and some port characteristics. A port originated as an ale and a stout mixture, so you're going to get a little bit of both. The bitterness is supposed to be from hops. And that's exactly what I smell in here, is the bitterness is coming from hops, even on the aroma. There's a hint of coconut, but very slight. So it has a little bit of sweetness, it ends sweet, with a hint of hoppiness. You want to try this one?
No.
See, she snuck up here, didn't think I was paying attention.
No, I knew.
See, now this, again, I don't know if this is a real craft brewery or if it's kind of one of those fishy ones. It tastes like a fishy brewery. Well, what I mean by that is it's very clinical and very clean on its approach. It doesn't have the craft beer panache, if you will. It's worse than a Sam Adams, so it kind of feels like a mega brewery trying to pretend to be a craft brewer. but I could be very wrong. I think these are from Alaska.
Can I get some water?
Kalamazoo, Michigan. Yeah, that's really close to Alaska. Yeah, you may get some water. Do I have a yellow box around my face at least?
Yeah.
And it ends very sweet for a porter. Or that's the dragon's milk that I had for a while. Can you bring me my water?
Where is it?
Right there on the counter.
Oh, yeah.
If I feel like it, I'll cut this out. I'm getting an overly sweet finish on this, and I don't know if it's just residual. We'll cut this out and put it after the credits, because it's amazing how many people like the post-credit scenes. See, the aroma has hints of biscuity malt, hints of roasted malt, coconut, not roasted coconut, just regular coconut, but there's a sweetness that I don't expect from a porter. And that's evident in the finish. It starts very nice. It doesn't end so much. And you know, for 5.5%, the alcohol's a little noticeable. That's why, see, Dragon's Milk has a bourbon, so you get a lot of vanilla. That's what I've been drinking on for the last 2 hours. So I'm not sure how much of that is, you know what? I can cut this out. It's time for some cheese. All right. So that you know there's a difference, we'll do this. Yeah, even after some cheese, there's, it says handcrafted and bottled by Arcadia Brewing Company. All right, so if anybody knows anything about Arcadia Brewing Company, please let me know in the comments below, because this doesn't feel or taste like what I would expect from a craft brewer. It's too clinical and too safe. So I expect most of the Sam Adams line to be clinical and very close to style, with one noticeable exception. The Sam Adams Boston Lager is supposed to be a Vienna style lager. It's supposed to be malty and sweet, and it's bitter as crap. It's the beer I like the absolute least, and they put it in every flippin' variety pack. This is why, with the exception of the holiday stuff, where I know I can give my brother some of the stuff I don't like, I don't buy any of their variety packs anymore, because it has 3 bottles of that god-awful Boston Lager. I'm sorry, Jim, but that is garbage. It is, look, it's very sad that a mass-produced Vienna-style lager, Negro Modelo, is closer to style than the Sam Adams lager. I don't understand it. I don't know how they miss so far when everything else is so clinical. And somebody sent me a message. This beer is like a 3.5. I have made porters that are better. I don't get much coconut, but there might be the residual sweetness that I'm picking up. But there's a residual sweetness that I'm not expecting. It's there throughout, from the nose, from the tip, mid, all the way through the finish. And I'm suspecting that's the coconut, but I'm not positive. I actually prefer porters that have roasted coconut in them, because they have more of a homebrew feel. And they have more of a, it's kind of a flair for what you're doing. This is like almost a style, but not quite, and it pulls back, and it's way, way too safe. Now, if Arcadia is an independent brewer, craft brewer especially, I mean, it would have the logo for one thing. If they really are independent, and they're not some Anheuser-Busch or Miller Coors brand disguised as such, I fully apologize. I mean, it does have the right bottle, has a good shoulder. I can actually reuse this bottle. A lot of the pseudo craft brewers have twist offs, and it's kind of a giveaway. So if I'm wrong, Ellie, I know it's late. We're almost done. Hush. If I'm wrong, I apologize. As far as pairing this beer is not that good. Roasted Mart, have some s'mores with this around the campfire, finish it off, and go to bed. It's that simple. So I'm giving it a 3.5. I'm very underwhelmed, and 3.5 is somewhat generous. I could easily give it a 3. However, the coconut is a nice twist that gives it a half of a point in my book. But everything else, there's even a goofy off flavor that says I'm mass produced, but I'm trying not to be. So there you go. So to whomever it was, the subscribers that wanted to see me quite blitz-chased doing a beer review, here you go. This is why I don't do them this way. This is why you don't see me finish drinking beers, because I usually film most of, several of these in a row, and then I enjoy the beers over time. Most of the beers I review on this channel are supposed to be enjoyed over half an hour to 45 minutes, some even longer. The Dragon's Milk that I had tonight, 2 hours I was working on that. And an hour in, it really got good. Once it really gets 55, 60 degrees, it really opens up. So that's why I've got to get multiple bottles, and I've got a cellar. So I'll look for some other Arcadia Ales. I want to see if this is really I want to do some more research too. If you know about this brewery, please let me know. Please send me messages or put in the comments below. Let me know. I mean, I could be full of crap. I want to be under 100% wrong. But it really feels like a macro brewery trying to pretend to be a craft brewer, and that really gets my goat. Thanks for subscribing over here. Thanks for clicking on the bell icon, and I look forward to doing more live streams with everybody very soon. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
We didn't plan this. We never plan it. Seriously.
No.
Like, it just happens.
I was watching wrestling the whole time. I was like watching the Rock Lakers cheering.
Yeah. And so yeah, I'm not really looking forward to watching that. I'm also, I have never been able to finish the holiday special, so that's gonna.
Ellie? I'll have to remember I did all this crap when I edit. Why won't these things stay going? It's so stupid. Ellie, why are you barking? It's only 12:21. You want some Lalu? Alright, fair enough. Oh, did somebody toasted my tropical lover check-in? Goofball. You know, with the many people that I have follow me on Untapped, if half of them watch my beer reviews, I'd have 200 views in like 5 minutes. Toby, why are you sniffing? Just jump up there. Come here, Toby, come here. Look, come here. Come here. Come on, put some in here for Kaylin. Come here, Dozer. Hush, Ellie. Come here. Come on. All right. Everybody, this is Dozer. He's a spaz. He's a puppy dog. Hush. Come here, Ellie. Come here. Can you get up here? Can you look at the people? This is Ellie dog. She's old. She's like 13. Shush. Toby! Kaylin Love likes to see the Toby. Come here, Toby. Where'd he go? I don't have anything to give you, freaking dogs. Tobuscus, come here. No, you're Dozer. Oh, hush. You know, this thing will turn off in about 6 minutes. Toby! Dozer he just likes to bite my hand. It's all, got them sharp puppy teeth. Ow, freak. Come here. Toby! I can hear you crunching. I can't see you, though. Come here, Toby. Come here. I'm serious, Toby. Come here. Hush. All right. Sorry, Kaylin. Toby doesn't want to come to the screen, so. All right. Let's turn this off and get to bed. and see who responded.